What's up, legends? I'm Casey, also known as Cinemoto999. I'm part of the community here, and Jesse has asked me to break down this recent video here. So I'll be breaking down this video here for you guys to learn how to do the flash transitions and the Creed diagonal looking cuts. I'll be editing on my Mac so you guys can follow along. Open up DaVinci. Here we have our project. My buddy Philip has a G80 M3 and he brought his buddy with his Mark V Supra. Pretty sweet stuff. My computer tends to struggle with all the effects that I overlay on top in an adjustment clip. So let's go ahead and turn that off for now. Did you catch that? It's a little single frame adjustment clip just right there. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna go over, I have it set to my favorites, but you can go over here and look up adjustment clip, drag one in, I'm gonna click on it, go to the color tab, and over here in the primary color wheels, we're gonna go to the offset, just change each value to 65 for the colors so we have a nice white tone. And then we're only gonna cut out one of these frames. Boom, that's it. And instead of having to drag it all the way, you can also just hit Control C and go over here and Control V. That's all it took. Now, I repeat this just about where I need every impact, or to make a transition a little bit more seamless. Without it, it just kind of looks boring. So to add a little flash in right before the transition seam, it makes it a little bit more seamless, a little bit smoother, and it adds a little spark and attention to it. I'll repeat that as I create these masked frames just to make it more seamless, like I said. Over here, I've done it a little bit differently, and you may prefer this as well. Instead of adding that adjustment clip on top that would affect the entire screen, all I've done is I've cut off a single frame, and I'll go into the color tab and do the exact same thing on an extra node at the end of my node tree. Change all the values to 65, and boom. We're only affecting this little cutout rectangle instead of affecting the entire clip. If we were to do it this way with the adjustment, that'll whiten up the entire screen, and that's not what we want. So another cool transition idea is this interesting negative film look or inverse color look that I like to add, just to add a little more spice between the transitions, but this one lasts a little bit longer. So all we need to do to make this is go ahead, grab another adjustment clip, bring that in, go to the color tab. We're gonna do two nodes. For the first one, we're gonna invert the color. I've set this one to my favorites. I'm sure you can find one anywhere online for free. And then the second one, we're gonna go over here to our primaries again and just drag our saturation down to 0. Then just chop it up, bring it over to where you want that transition. Obviously I've doubled up mine, but here it'll look like this. I've set it for 5 frames, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. Sorry guys, I promise I can count. Then we go over into our colors. This is what it would look like if it was just the negative. It's cool, but it doesn't necessarily fit the color grade because it's the exact opposite. I really like the look of the black and white, so I just desaturate it and make it look a little bit more seamless. And I also did that in the beginning, if you couldn't tell, just right there on the BMW logo. I really liked how that one came out. Now we're gonna move on to these Creed style slash whatever you want to call it cuts. I've just taken the exact clip right here, the next clip, and overlaid them, but let's do a tutorial from the beginning on that. Let's just take these two clips right here. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take this clip, put it above, and extend it enough frames for you to have 4 of those transitions, 3, 2, 1. You can do as many as you want, but for this video, we're gonna do 4. Just cut it right there where you want the transition, and then we're gonna go over here, click on that, and hop into the Fusion page. Now this may be a little intimidating for a sec, but it's really not that bad. we're gonna go ahead and grab our polygon tool, not our rectangle tool. And we're just gonna draw out our shape that we want. Obviously, it's not perfect, but you can kind of make it as cool as you'd like. And the best part about the polygon tool is you can make whatever shape you want, really. You can make it an X, you can type in text, you can do whatever, but for this sake, we're just gonna do that slash again. And then once you've created it and you're happy with it, drag it to a position that you want. Go ahead, come down here, click on the polygon, Control C, Control V, move it over to where you want it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Same thing, Control V, Control V. Now we have 4 of them total, and we can line them up best as possible. Right there, looks pretty good to me. Now the trick is we come into here, go back into the edit page, find about halfway in our clip, this one's a little mismatching, and we're gonna just hit cut, and then we're gonna split it in half one more time on both sides. So now we have 4 different clips that are the exact same, but what makes this really cool is we wanna add the little stripes one at a time. So all it takes to do that is we come into here, into our first clip, we're gonna delete the last 3. So it's just this single one right here. That's what it'll look like. Then we'll come over here on the next one in the Fusion page. We're gonna only delete the last 2. Then in the third one, you guessed it, we're only gonna delete the last 1. And then for our last clip, we're gonna leave it as all 4. And we're gonna drag this up, not that far. Go ahead and grab one of those flash transitions right here. That's the negative one. Bring it in, and then I'm gonna put it at the end of this so that we flash in into the full frame. If we're to do it in front, we go from all 4 to kind of a flash. I don't hate it, I just kind of prefer it before. It makes it a little cooler and you can kind of barely tell for a second what's going on, but it'll look like this once we're done. See, that one was a little off time by about 1 frame. Looks like the whole thing is off by about 1 frame. And you can play around with it as often as you like. I'm just trying to do it all at the same time. And that's as easy as it gets, really. You can mix it up, styles. It looks really cool when there's some motion in it. And it really becomes seamless once you add that flash transition underneath. Hope this helps you guys. If you use this in your next video, make sure to tag me at Cinemoto999 and I'll be sure to engage with it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.